Prepare for trouble. Team Rocket has left the Pokemon series. For 25 years, we followed the adventures of Ash Ketchum, Pikachu, also the bumbling bad guys, buffoons, Team Rocket. Jessie always told us to prepare for trouble, but when it came to Team Rocket, we always knew nobody was ever in any real trouble. Their half-baked evil schemes always were ridiculous, weird, and never truly a threat for Ash and his companions, but we loved to see them try. We first met Jessie, James, and Meowth when Ash was at the Viridian City Pokemon Center. This was where they tried to steal Pikachu for the first time. Remember, for just that one episode, when you didn't know what professional oafs this trio were and you, for a brief moment, were nervous for Ash and Pikachu. For just one episode, it seemed like he was way out of his league and in serious trouble. Well, make that double. In 25 years, Jessie, James, and Meowth never successfully won Pikachu, but they did successfully win our hearts. In addition to watching their outrageous plots and new business ventures, which always seemed to work until they tried to steal Pikachu, we learned to love these three characters not so much as villains we love to hate, but more so as good guys who are trying to be bad but are really bad at it that we love to love. In addition to building a relationship with Team Rocket over the past 2.5 decades, we have had a blast connecting with their weird assortment of misfit Pokemon, each with their own ridiculous personality and all who were fiercely loyal to Jessie and James. Who didn't love and Kanto seeing two of the most toxic Gen 1 Pokemon, Arbok and Weezing, really just being big softies that loved and wanted to be loved by their Pokemon trainers? Which of us didn't Google Pokemon DCS for all the abuse that poor Wobbuffet took from Jessie at first? But look at how their relationship has grown since then. Wobbuffet is just as annoying and Jessie tolerates it. Team Rocket had a knack for somehow drawing in the weird and gross Pokemon that most people turn their nose up and would say ill to, and somehow they build relationships with those weirdos. The bond Jessie and James had with their Pokemon almost makes you wonder what would have happened if Team Rocket had never become failed Pokemon thieves and just were nice trainers who caught these weird Pokemon teams. Let's be honest, all of us are looking for and desperately want someone or something to love us half as much as James's Victory Bell loved him. But as Pokefans everywhere likely know, the world will need to prepare to fight with different bad guys because Team Rocket has officially hung up their hats. In their last appearance in Pokemon, we see Team Rocket give one last effort to steal Pikachu. They bring out all their Pokemon and come as close as we have ever seen them to succeeding. This was a fantastic send-off for Team Rocket. For a moment, admittedly a very brief one, it looked like Team Rocket might actually succeed in their 25-year-old mission of capturing Pikachu. With their small army of Pokemon, they successfully split up Ash and his friends. Mime Jr. had successfully led Pikachu away from the gang to be kidnapped. In that moment, when Pikachu is surrounded by Jessie, James, and their island of misfit Pokemon, I really thought for a moment, oh, are they actually going to win this time? But their nefarious plan fails in the end thanks to potentially bad aim with a net gun, help from a legendary Pokemon, and Pikachu's almighty plot armor. After their seemingly best attempt in the series of besting the twerps and capturing Pikachu fails, Team Rocket accepts that they are at a turning point, and all three members walk their separate ways and leave all their Pokemon in the wild. Which seems harsh even for a Pokemon criminal organization. Seriously, someone go check on Mime Jr. While we hate to see Pokemon's terrifying and theatrical trio exit the series as Ash's adventure concludes, it seems fitting that so do the storylines with Jessie, James, and the world's only talking Meowth. To put it plainly, in the world of Pokemon, without Ash Ketchum, there really is no need for Team Rocket. Their big, grand, villainous goal was to finally capture Pikachu and deliver him to Giovanni. In their mind, once they turned in this special and unique Pikachu, then Giovanni would reward them all the riches, fame, and glory they could ask for. Now that Pikachu left with Ash, Team Rocket doesn't have a Pokemon that they need to dedicate all their time and energy to steal. James can finally go home to Growlithe, Jessie could go follow her dreams to be a famous dancer, and Meowth could maybe open a speech pathology lab for Pokemon to learn how to talk. Part of Team Rocket's appeal as the lovable villains was their relationship with the twerps, and once new heroes arise in the Pokemon anime, it would be very difficult to create the same kind of synergy between the protagonists and Team Rocket. Team Rocket, after all, have been in the villain game for 25 years now. It would be highly weird to watch a brand new Pokemon trainer with a special Pokemon, but far less trained as Pikachu go against them. It wouldn't be a fair fight. Team Rocket has 2.5 decades of failed plots against Ash and company. I pity the poor fools and his or her starter Pokemon who goes up against them in their first week of being a Pokemon trainer. Not that Pokemon isn't a stranger to rinse and repeat plots, but from a storyline perspective, the villain arc of Team Rocket has been done. That being said, it would be fun sometime down the line to have Team Rocket return in some kind of capacity in the series. Their last words on screen were turning point, but down the line, I don't think that anyone would miss seeing a brief returning point. Perhaps they come and aid the new villains, whether it be Team Star or whoever Pokemon brings to town. Maybe they see a struggling new antagonist and want to give their sagely wisdom to help them cook up a foolproof plan, which of course would fail by the end of the episode. Or what if the next villains are way worse and at first Team Rocket comes to lend a hand, but the next bad guy's plot is too sinister for even Team Rocket, so in the end they switch sides and actually save the day. That'd be a fun episode or two. Or maybe Team Rocket reunites for one episode only and causes such a ruckus that Ash Ketchum has to come back and save the day. Again, what a fun return episode for all the OGs. A last idea, maybe we see a Pokemon miniseries called Blasting Off Again, where we see what Jessie, James, and Meowth have been up to when they went their separate ways, but then they need to reform for either good or mischievous. Villains are only as good as their heroes, and Team Rocket's story has been in line with Ash's from the start. We've seen their tricks, we've grown to love them as individual characters, and the series gave them a fun farewell that paid homage to all their fun Pokemon. Team Rocket's evil, but even they wouldn't beat a dead horse. Pokemon is in a unique place that it has never been before as a series. It's ready to create a brand new storyline with brand new main characters to connect with a new generation of Pokefans. We need new antagonists who can relate to a new audience. We need new lovable buffoon villains who are maybe similar to Team Rocket, but different in a way that connects with the new hero of the series. Or maybe now's the time for a refreshing new villain arc with villains who are actually bad and just misunderstood and slightly silly. What if the next Pokemon heroes actually were in real trouble from the bad guys instead of facing the real comic relief from the goons? Team Rocket finally blasted off at the speed of light, and this time they're not coming back, and that's okay. But now that they're gone, only one question remains. What the heck are Jessie, James, and Meowth going to do with their lives now that their careers as Pokemon, criminals are behind them? What do you think becomes of our 3 favorite members of Team Rocket? Feel free to comment below with your best theories as to what each of them is up to now, your favorite Team Rocket moment, and who or what kind of character you think would make a good replacement for Team Rocket. Thanks for watching.